Hi, in this video we will learn how to explain, right, in terms of bonding and breaking, bond breaking and bond making, why a reaction is endo or exothermic. Okay, the most important thing here is the thinking process. Right? We need to think endothermic or exothermic. Does it mean that it's bond making or does it mean that it's bond breaking? So what do I mean by that? When an endothermic reaction, it means that it is overall, right? Overall a positive or overall gain. That means in terms of my money analogy, the amount of money I earn is more than the amount of money that I spent. Right? So what we need to do here is that we must remember that first. Okay? So in this case, we want an endothermic reaction. So we must first determine whether, first question to ask yourself, okay, is it endo or is it exo? That's the first question. Then the second question we need to ask ourselves, is it a bond breaking more versus breaking versus making? Which one uses more energy? And then the third question is to use the correct words. And I'll show you what are the correct words to use. Okay, so sometimes you might have a bit difficulty, Mr. Benjamin, bond breaking or endo or exo. So let me give you a mnemonic for you. Okay, so the mnemonic that I'm going to give you is Mr. Ben, go to Mexico. Oh, Mr. Ben, go to Mexico. Ben Max. Okay, Ben Max. So Ben Max means if it is break, is endo. If it's make, is exo. Maybe I'll put a picture of me in a Mexican hat here, something. If it's break, it's endo. If it's make, it's exo. Right? And we know that if it's endo, it's absorbed. If it's exo, it is released. Right? So now we have an overall endothermic. Overall endothermic means that the endo must be more. The break must be more. If it's overall exothermic, then the exo must be more. The make must be more. So this is how we're going to write the explanation. So since we are going to explain that the energy for breaking is more, so since energy absorbed in bond breaking is higher than energy released in bond making, overall enthalpy change is positive. Okay, reaction, therefore reaction is endothermic. Alright, so this is first level of answer. First level, we are not done yet. Now, how do I make this answer better? So in order to make this answer better, we can be more specific about which bonds I am breaking. So over here, I'm breaking the bonds in H2O and I'm forming bonds in H2 and O2. So let's change that. Absorb in, let's erase this, in breaking bonds in H2O. Okay, so since energy absorbed in breaking bonds in H2O is higher than energy released in, let's erase this, making bonds in H2 and O2. overall enthalpy change is positive and reaction is endothermic. Now, which words are non-negotiable? You must say energy absorbed. It cannot be anything else, and you must say energy release. These two are non-negotiable. All right. So this is the final answer. Okay, this is the final answer. How do I change it for exothermic? So my suggestion is to keep the exact same format. However, when I'm changing for exothermic, I will change this word higher to lower, and then I'll change enthalpy change here to negative, and then I'll change the endothermic here to exothermic. So I don't change anything else except these three modifiers, higher, positive, and endothermic, in order to switch between my explanation for exothermic and endothermic. Okay, so this explanation is very important, and I hope you remember the format, you remember the thinking process, you remember the non-negotiable words, and you remember Mr. Benjamin wearing a Mexican hat. Ben Max. Okay? All the best. Bye.